Back in the van. We're gonna do some
alterations.
So the idea is we're gonna change that into a single seat, possibly just by cutting it down, because it's a bit crowded for two people, and we're gonna put a single seat there. As modelled by Right, so are we level? Need the base level.
And that other one, the side one, lifts it up. Right.
So
I need to take my layers off.
right.
Is there something not quite right?
Sit in and see what you think.
Very nice.
Maybe some view there.
Whatever, table will be there.
There's enough room in here to walk down.
Stick it in. Yeah.
Oh, it's just that back thing. That's fine when it's up, isn't it?
Yeah. It's actually really comfy. Yeah. Stand in front of the camera.
Sorry, camera.
You're still standing in front of the camera.
If that's where we're going for, let's see if I can figure out the distance then.
Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. I'll have a cup of tea, thank you. Alright. So we've got lots of festivals booked this year. Going our first one on the 29th of April, Northern Kin Festival up in County Durham, and there's a good lineup. I don't know how they're going to get who's singing for Hawkwind, like, because he's just died. But anyway, Hawkwind to play, they'll be good. Jethro Tull, Levellers, they're always good. Oh, if you've never seen them, Val Dunican, the Bar Steward Sons of Val Dunican, they're very, very good. They do the festival circuits. So they've seen them a couple of times. So we've got that in April. May, I'll go to my sister-in-law's. She breeds Leon burgers. They look like big giant lion type dogs. They've got massive big manes, they're lovely. And they have like a weekend get together. So we're doing that, that'd be nice. June, I'm on a cruise. End July, Fantasy Forest, we did that last year, it was boiling hot. This year we're going, but we've got an awning, so a lot more shade, because it was, last year it was 35 degrees and it was just hot. And everybody dresses up in all sorts, you know, you can go as orcs or the Witch King of, you know, off Lord of the Rings, and people dress up as Vikings and pirates and all sorts. Me and Alan are either going as Mr. and Mrs. Death. Tanya, my sister, she's going as one of the Sanderson sisters, the ginger one. So I'm toyed between doing that or going as Mrs. Death. I don't know yet. But we've printed out the masks, 3D printer, brilliant. So we've got that. In August it's Fairport, which is our annual sort of trek down there. in Oxfordshire, and that was hot last year as well, so glad of the awning. And yeah, Lindisfarne is a festival up near Lindisfarne, actually, right on the beach. You can see the island. It's absolutely fabulous. Shouldn't go on about it because it means everybody will go and then you can't get tickets, but it is a really good festival and I can't wait for that one. So that's first weekend in September. So yeah, busy few months. Now that I've talked your arse off. Oh, I was still under the car. Not the car, the van. So I suppose I should just pause it, shouldn't I? Because you don't want to hear me waffling on. See you on. Oh, no, he's come back. I was about to hit the pause button and then he's come back, so I'll leave it alone.
Mick, you know, all you can hear is
I'm just
fantasy pause.
telling them where we're going this year. That's it, make me sit. Oh,
You need to move it over quite a bit.
ow! I'm down. Oh, I can't see. Sorry, you can't see now. Ow, right. I need to move it over quite a bit then. That's alright, because then it gives a good little cubby hole to stuff. Meanwhile, there's another picture of an arse in the video.
That's two horses. Yeah. Come back.
I'm sitting here as a specific reason so it doesn't move. I don't know what it's trying to tell me.
You didn't wear it down.
Apparently. He's just marked out the template on the floor. Can you see that? So the question is, do we cut the whole thing out, i.e. that bit, or do you just go for it and drill straight through and hope for the best? It's something we've never done before. But I think we're going to have to, I think we're cutting it out. But it, I do have that.
Where's that mouse?
But that you could put that directly underneath as well, though.
No, let's cut them out. Let's cut the things out.
Yeah.
Because then we'll see if we've got to move it a bit. 'Cause I don't mind if we've got to cut the whole section out. It's easier to put a section in. And as if by magic, holes appeared and they're all slotted in. Apologies, I lost the video. So, we've dug the holes out and put the rails in. I've just set the seat on it and it works fine, which I'll show you now. Let's see if we can do this one-handed, eh, boy? So which ones to pull? That's that one. There you go. Ready, coming down. So there we go with that. And pull that one and the floor comes up. And then that goes up. So there's our seat. All I need to do now, bolt them into the floor. Yep. Get back to you when that's done. And then I just drill it. We'll put you over there, hopefully you can see it over there. A little hole first. centre punch in through the hole. We'll go around the other side and see what we can see. Right, let's get into the van. See the two bolts I put in at the top. There's one there and one there. And there's the centre punch going. It's down this side somewhere. Don't know where I'm looking. There it is. And that. Get my hand on. Bloody exhaust is in the way. Anyway. There's the other hole there. That's the centre punch. I have already done two at the front. If you can see that there and that there. That's two at the front. I think there's a couple more goes in down here. So we'll track on with them and get back to you. So I don't know if I need to do this, but because I've dug out all the insulation to get to these grooves to put the thing in, I'm thinking that's going to be a source of where condensation collects. And I was just going to dab around the holes with hammerite, but I'm just going to paint the whole lot now, so hopefully there's no chance of any rust going in there. I've hoovered up all the metal final ends and everything, but I'm not even bothered about looks at this stage. Not under the floor. As long as I've got the hole covered, that'll do me. Then what we're going to do is, because we need a spacer between the rail and the floor, and that's why I've got these stainless washers. So I'll build up the gap between them by sticking them under, just so the strength I tighten it down doesn't actually buckle the floor upwards, because that's my main worry. I've also got wider spacers for underneath, wider, so they spread the force of the lock-in. I've also got, wherever it's gone, I've also got to find, I've got some Loctite. So although these are the nuts that go on the bottom of an eye lock, I'm going to stick a bit of Loctite on them as well. I think that's it. Get back to you later after that's dry. And that's them put in with big washers to try and spread the load. Stuck some lock on that as well, although the eye lock still thought. And I had help, someone to tighten the inside while I was tightening the outside. So you can see our feet there, lovely sexy slippers. And there's the final picture. All done, we just got to do the floor around it. As modelled by my beautiful wife. It's got its own safety belt, seat belt, so we didn't have to install one in the floor. And we had to bring it further in than we originally hoped, but we will box in that area and put an armrest there, as demonstrated.
So, Ellen, why is there a chair in our living room?
So what we're going to do is we'll put the chair in the back, and this one is about cutting the chair down there, so we've just got one passenger seat.
Ah.
Obviously keeping the base, so that's what this one's about.
Right then, we'll see how it goes. So, Ellen, why is there a half-naked seat nav in our living room? Fucking hell.
Gonna get worse before it gets better.
Oh. He's pulled a bit off, like. Mm. No money found.
No money found.
Round 2. Yay! Woohoo! Well done. Up, front bit. Front bit, very front bit. Oh.
Oh, that's good.
It's the little metal ones.
These are good at it. Oh, it's not plugged in.
It's still plugged in. Ow. And there we have it.
Very sharp edges on
I know. There.
Hello.
What's that, dear? Bend over on the table, dear.
Yes, dear. So today, that's how far we got last time, if you can see that. No, that's me. That's the bit. That's the seat. Today we're going to tidy up the edges. Oh yeah, being modelled by the model. We've got to get all the sharp edges off and grind it down so
You're
it's
pointing
nice...
at me, not the flipping.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
You do the talking.
No, you do the talking, and I'll do the pointing.
Right. So today we're going to finish off cutting the chair. We need to cut the sharp bits. Hang on. Cut the sharp bits off round it so we don't cut ourselves. Cut that off. We might leave that on as a handle type thing. Just pat it out and then cover it with material. But we've got to get this off from there, which is a bolt under there, I believe. Under there, yeah. I'll set you up and you can watch. Are you watching that? Go on then, start. Right, now that bit might be on a different video, but we're not deleting it, that's for certain. Right, here we go.
You can't see a thing, can you? No. That's why I am entertaining you until we get the camera repositioned. We're going to a festival in September and the theme is Vikings and Rainbow. Love.
Vikings and rainbows. Is that what you said?
Rainbow.
So are you going to go as?
Right. Didn't he do well? So we finished the seat, we're putting it back in. We're going to see what it looks like with just like one seat, not a double seat to turn around. We're likening the gap.
Come on, man. So now we've got the seat in, next thing I want to do is put an armrest on. I've got these bits that are still sticking out. I've drilled a hole and I'm going to bolt from underneath. There's one there and one there. And what I'm going to stick on it is a big slab of wood. That's going to go on there. And that will look quite nice. That's my bolt just dropped out. And how I'm going to attach it from them bolts is I've stuck some inserts in them. I just screw in with an Allen key and then you just bolt up through them. So we'll get on with that and I'll show you the finished thing. So there you have it. So the seats are finished. The new seat, nice little shelf there. The model isn't model in it. Don't know whether it's just coming in the model. There you go, shelf for when you're passenger. Jolly good, thank you. And then if you'd like to model the front one, which we can get in, there's two now because we've cut it down to one. And what I've used here, this is Sharon's idea, and it was, what was that?
It's the top of one of the spare, the middle seat thing. This thing.
Yep, the headrest off the middle seat.
It's quite good actually.
Just the right height for the arm. So there you go.
And it'll come out if you want it to.
Exactly, everything's not permanent, everything's replaceable. Right, so as usual, if you like, subscribe. If you think Sharon's an idiot, please give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you on the next one.